going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new and you guys like what you see, hit that sub button right there and become part of Bum Nation. Alright, so let's get right into it. Today, we're going to be talking about the NBA playoffs, day 3, first round. Man, a lot of crazy things going on. So let's start off with the Jazz versus the Nuggets. Alright, so Jazz versus Nuggets. Score was 124 to 105. The series is now tied 1-1. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting this blowout, to be completely honest. Man. Whew. What can I say? Sheesh. Man, the Jazz just played a complete game. Like, everybody contributed. Everybody really contributed. You have Mitchell with 30, Gobert with 19, 7 rebounds, Ingles with 18, and Clarkson off the bench with 26. That was really big for the Jazz. They all played a great game. Mitchell just still dominating, man. He's still dominating. It's great to see, you know. It's just great to see. Like, he's just putting in that work. As far as the Nuggets, though, like I said before, they're young. So they are young. They're not very experienced, all of them. Michael Jordan Jr. did bounce back. He did have 30. Oh, well, my bad. 28. Yeah, 28, 30, same thing. Jokic, same thing, 28, 11, something like that. Murray only had 14 points, so that kind of wasn't good. There's going to be a game where all three of them are going to click, and it's going to be some trouble for Utah. This series could go 7. I think this series can go 7. There's a lot of things that can happen in this series. I'm excited. Like, this series is very intense. The plays are just going back and forth. Shooting is off the charts. Man, there's just one person that is not doing anything yet, and that's Paul Millsap. For the past 2 games, he's been struggling. I think he only scored, it was 18 minutes. He only had 5 points. So, what is that? You're a starter. You know, you're starting in the NBA. We know what you can do. We've seen you play with Utah and with Atlanta. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the problem? Like, I don't know what's going on. And then they only, I think the X factor that the Nuggets just need to start doing and just put him in and play is Bobo. Bobo he only scored 2 points, but he only played 4 minutes. He had a block within those minutes, and that's what you guys need. Like, something is going on, because Gobert's in there clogging the paint, and he has 17. So what are you doing? I feel like the Nuggets just need it. They'll get it together. Malone is a smart coach. They'll get it together. They'll push forward. I feel like Millsap is due to have a game where he not necessarily takes over, but he basically contributes to the team and for the team's success. I still got the Nuggets winning the series, but this game could still go to 7. I mean, the series could go to 7. So, I mean, it's a great one to watch. Great one, definitely to watch. Next game up, we got the Nets, Raptors. Series is 2-0, going the Raptors' way. Not much you can say. Van Vliet went off again for 24. Lowry had 21 this time. Siakam had 19. And Norman Powell had 24 off the bench. So, ain't much you can say. The Nets ain't got nobody. LeVert is still struggling. He was 5 of 22 from the field, 16 points. Garrett Temple had 21. Jared Allen had 14 and 15 rebounds. It's just not enough. The scoring is not enough. LeVert is struggling right now. I don't know why. I still think they could still take at least one game. But these Raptors are hungry. They want to prove that they still got it, even though Kawhi left, and that they are the reigning champs, and for people to watch out for them as well. Man, the series is not that exciting of a series, this one in particular, but I think we all knew that since Kyrie's not there, KD, DeAndre Jordan, Dinwiddie, nobody's there. Michael Beasley didn't, I don't know what happened to him. He was supposed to be on the team, and then Jamal Crawford got hurt. So it's the Nets, you kind of knew whoever they win against, it was just going to be all right, it's a wrap, it's whatever. Yeah, I mean, that series, I don't see it. I'm hoping the Nets could grab one. I'm thinking they still can. But it's going to be very hard. Like I said, the Raptors are hungry. They are determined to keep winning and just keep going to the next round. I don't want to say it's going to, take out the broomstick just yet. But it looks like that. Maybe after the next game, we'll see. Because as obviously determines, to be up 3-0 is kind of hard. Like, yeah, you could get one, but you ain't coming back from that. But I still think Raptors win 4-1. So I'm still hoping the Nets get at least one. I think they can. I'm waiting for Caris LeVert to just pop off, but we'll see if that happens. Next games. Whew, man. This one is tough, This one is really, 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 really tough. Because you got the Celtics and the 76ers. 76ers obviously are missing a huge piece. And Ben Simmons, who is their ball control, their point guard, their playmaker. So he's not there. So it's kind of hard to, just get the ball around, I guess, And, I guess with him, it became easier for the players to be set up. And now they don't have that. Embiid is playing ball. He's balling. He has no help. That's what it is. Embiid has no help. He dropped 34. He had 10 rebounds. Tobias Harris only had 13 points for 4 of 15 shooting. This man is a max player. In the past 2 playoff games, he hasn't done anything. What is that? You are the max player. So now Ben Simmons is out. You're supposed to be part of the big 3. Now it's you. It's y'all 3. Embiid, Simmons, and Harris. It's supposed to be y'all. Right now, Josh Richardson is playing better than you. And he's not supposed to be that next scoring option. He's like the 4th option. He dropped 18. Tobias only dropped 13, 4 of 15 shooting. What are you doing? Embiid needs help. If they lose this series, which they will be losing the series, but especially if they get swept, it is time for Brown to go. The coach of the 76ers, it's time to go. There is no more trust in the process. The process has failed. There is no more trust in the process. I believe the process is over. There is no trusting anything. You guys, this is the second or third year. You guys are not going anywhere. You guys had a fantastic team. Even with Jimmy last year, y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all still got eliminated. Granted, it was by an amazing shot by one of the best players in the league. But still, they need to get a refreshment in there and get a new coach. There's plenty of other coaches that they could call. And what's his name? David Fizdale. Call him. He'll get these young guys back to get it together. And have them playing some good ball. It's time for Brown to go. This isn't San Antonio. These aren't Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan. This isn't what it is. You've had too many chances. It's time for you to go. Philly fans, I knew you guys see the guy on TV who was just sitting about I can't watch this game no more. What is that? Philly really needs to reevaluate themselves after they get knocked out and get out this bubble, because they will be getting knocked out the bubble no matter what. Celtics are not backing down. Tatum had 33 again, Brown had 20, and Walker had 22. Hayward is not playing, he's hurt. What is going on? Come on. And you guys losing 128 to 101 by 27 points? With the best big man in the league, supposedly, and another max player who only gives you 13 with 4 or 15 shooting? Psst. And y'all think y'all gonna win a chip. Look, Philly, after this, reevaluate the whole team. You're not gonna be able to get rid of Harris. I don't think anybody's gonna want him. It's too big of a contract for that player. So you guys have to reevaluate. The best thing is to get a coach in there. There's plenty of other coaches out there, like I mentioned, David Fizdale, Jason Kidd is another one. Alvin Gentry just got fired from the Pelicans. You can try to interview him. There's a lot of other coaches out there that will be beneficial for this team. Brett Brown just need to go. He need to go. It's done. The process is over. It's time for new beginnings. That's what it's time for. All right? Because the process ain't worked. Nothing has worked for this team. All right? And that's just my take on them. The 76ers have been a big disappointment. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, you saw it on Embiid's face. You saw it on Embiid's face in the game. Like, he didn't know what to do. Next game. Big game. It was an amazing game to watch. Granted, you know, there were some injuries. Beverly did not play. Even though I don't think that was as big as a factor that people may have think it was. Because Luka was just dominating him. But at the same time, with Beverly not being there, Luka had 11 turnovers the first game. Second game, he only had 1. So, could that have been a factor of Beverly not being there? I don't know. Like, it could have been. I mean, the Mavs played fantastic. Right out from the gates, it was crazy basketball. These guys were just, man, Luka, step back. Porzingis, dunk. Hardaway, 3. Like, it was just one after another, and then defensive stop after defensive stop. They played good. They were playing fantastic ball together. Hardaway had 17. Porzingis had 23. Doncic had 28, 8, and 7. Curry had 15 off the bench, and so did Trey Burke. Trey Burke had 16 off the bench. Those two came off the bench just hitting, looking to make plays for other players. It was great to watch. Man, it was just a fantastic game to watch. Kawhi had 35, 10 rebounds. George is struggling. This is something we got to watch here, all right? After the game, in the post-game interview, Paul George had ice over his shoulder. That's the same shoulder that he had issue with last year. So last year, remember, I think he had to get surgery or something like that, and that's what he was saying, yada, yada. So, and that's his shooting shoulder. You know, he's a righty. So that could play a big factor into this series, because it looks like with Kawhi alone is not going to be enough. Granted, Williams had 23 off the bench. Montrezl Harrell came off, and he had a pretty good game and back into everything after coming back from being quarantined and all that. But it's just Paul George is the one who needs to step up, because there's no way with 2 superstars or a bona fide superstar in Kawhi Leonard and then a star or a superstar in Paul George should be, you know. But granted, Porzingis and Doncic ain't no scrubs. They are not no scrubs. So this series, oh man, we could be having a few 7-round series in the first round this year. It's gonna be crazy. These games are like really intense and just fun to watch. Man, I can't wait for the next games coming up. We got the Heat playing. The Heat playing. The Pacers. We got Magic versus the Bucks. Hoping the Bucks bounce back. We got the Lakers versus the Portland Trailblazers, which is going to be fantastic. Should be a great game. Look for the Lakers to respond, for LeBron, AD to respond. They have to. They need to. They cannot be down 2-0. It's going to be too much for them. But it's easier said than done, obviously. But they need to get this done. You got Rockets, OKC. I got OKC winning, hopefully, because I still haven't won in the series. But we'll see. James Harden's been balling. And I think the Thunder need to hurry up and take advantage, since Westbrook is not here. Like, he's not there, so take advantage. Use Steven Adams in the inside. Shai needs to have a better night. Schroeder, Paul had a good night. He did pretty much his averages. The other 3 and Gallinari as well. When I mean the other 3, just need to hurry up and step up. But man, as far as the playoffs, man, these are just insane games. I feel like this has been some of the most entertaining playoffs that we've had in a while. I mean, if you guys agree, let me know in the comment section below. Man, it's just been crazy. Just 8 seeds beating 1 seed, 7 seeds beating 2 seeds, things like that. Teams getting blown out. There hasn't been really any because usually in the first round you're like, all right, they're gonna get swept. All right, let's look forward to the next round. Nah, right out the gate, these games are jumping. Man, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, like I said, subscribe. You like what you see. I will catch you later, Bum Nation. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another breakdown of NBA basketball.